What's up, party people? This is Tarkus Jude Mossberg here. Oh, I wish you could see I'm in my prime shirt for all you old hats that remember Val. I'm not really my prime, that's why it's sarcastic. Anyways, I'm driving to Boise, up in the mountains, the Colorado Rockies, but in the Idaho side. What do I think of Green Lanterns? Okay. There's a number of things going through my head. I like all comic book movies. I love the fact that collectibles in general are blowing up. In fact, we just created a group dedicated to all graded items. I think it's Pop Culture Collector's Vault. Pop Culture's Collector's Vault. It's like 18,000 people there. It is for all things graded. You don't have to have graded items to post them in there, but coins, VHS, we list everything that PSA grades, we list everything that CGC grades. So anyways, being a fan of pop culture, even though I only collect comic books, I do understand how the cards are related. I've been watching The Unguarded Truth, the podcast, and they've been talking a lot about these Marvel cards, the rookie Marvel cards with Spider-Man. How didn't one just go for $175,000? Anyways, they're just blown up. And everyone's like, what is going on? You know, is there market manipulation? There was a card that someone had anyways, it was a newer card and someone bid it up to $350,000 and they didn't win it because it had a reserve bid on Golden. And they were talking about how you don't even know it's a reserve bid until the day before the auction ends. And it was a 2017 one-of-one Spider-Man card, not even a 10.0 or anything, and it went up to $350,000, but then no one bid it, and they talked about how there's ways to scam the market by putting in a high reserve just to test the market to see what it will bear. And if you have that kind of pull with Golden or Heritage, then it's just a way to test the market and then go sell it for $350 cash on the side and not pay them. Anyways, shenanigans, right? So I like watching the Green Lantern episode 1. I like it when they come out at once, personally, but I understand the hype lasts longer if they don't come out at once. Comes out slowly, all the talk shows have a chance to, new rock stars have a chance to do the Easter eggs each week, and it can just remain on the foremost of people's minds. When it's released all at once, it's more fun to watch, but then it fades in a week or two. So this will be here for whatever, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Anyways, I thought it was great. All this negative publicity about Green Lanterns, people complaining. I don't get it. People complained about Supergirl, so I didn't watch it. I should have watched it. I don't know why I didn't watch it. But everybody complained so much. I haven't even watched Blue Beetle. None of the DC stuff I've really watched. Not none. It's the ones that I haven't seen of the DC. I've seen almost everything Marvel, except for the cartoons, the what ifs. I think I did see those. Anyways, I liked it. It was simple. You know, it didn't have a whole lot of Green Lantern using the ring. And if I was wrong, the ring is gone by the end of season 1, episode 1. Is that right? And it's not two Green Lanterns because one dies at the end of season 1. Oh, spoiler warning! If you're worried about spoilers of Green Lantern, then I can't help you. But then the ring has like a memory download. So what's his name? Hal Jordan. He'll come back, but he'll come back as a memory download to try to help the new Green Lantern. The new Green Lantern hasn't been trained on how to fly. He hasn't been trained on how to use the ring. So it's this. I think it'll be fun. It's like the first Captain America. You know, he was new to his powers. He was new, and then everything had to be sensationalized later. But you know, the new Wonder Woman, the new Batman, people knew getting their powers is always, in my book, been pretty cool storyline because you can only do that once, right? So anyways, who is the Jon Stewart? Is that the second? I'm not a great DC Green Lantern guy. Anyways, premise was great. You got aliens. I just finished watching. What's the one with the alien? Oh, gosh, the guy. Oh, it's like a film noir, and Colin Farrell plays an alien, but he's more of a private detective. And I just finished watching the last episode of that, and I don't know if that guy's got powers, but it's aliens. And so I'm jumping into Green Lantern, which is about aliens. So it's kind of a cool little continuation of what I was just watching with the Colin Farrell. I'm trying to remember. Snowball, what was his name? Jeez. Anyways, I'm going to end my ability to have cell phone service here. So I enjoyed it. I liked the characters. I thought neither one was, perfect polished superhero. I thought they both had issues. People were complaining about the dad shooting the apple off the head. I'm not really sure why. Maybe that's a young people, oh, how dare you do that to your kid? Yeah, that was a military dad who was hyper aggressive and probably put his kid in danger, but it shows the backstory of that, how that kid grew up to fear nothing. But as you can see from he's a little arrogant, he's a little demanding, and Hal Jordan has to kind of help him along. And Hal Jordan is like a little arrogant. Was he a drunk? I couldn't tell. Maybe that's a different show I'm watching. Anyways, I liked it. I'm looking forward to episode 2. I saw the preview of the guy who's supposed to be Sinestro, the bad guy, and he played the bad guy in another TV show that was a really good bad guy. The one TV show with the guy from Homelander, where he was an ex-con pretending to be a cop. Do you remember that show? That was a great series. I mean, it was on Skinamax, and it had too much of that stuff. But I thought the acting by the Homelander guy was great in that, and this bad guy that's going to play Sinestro on Green Lanterns. Yeah, he'll probably be a great bad guy. He played an Amish guy in the other one. Anyways, I think I downloaded Blue Beetle. I got to go see it. A lot of people said Blue Beetle was good, and I just blew it off because I hooked it up to all the bad DC stuff that came out before. Now they're talking about frying James Gunn, and you can only reboot so many times. I mean, what do you guys think about them trying to get rid of James Gunn because they didn't like Supergirl? Remember what's going on in the backfield. This is the same thing with Spidey, and this just happened with Spider-Man Noir, and then they use the word Ben Reilly. Remember, they have trademark clauses, and if they don't use a character, then they lose it back to Marvel. So when they did Spider-Man Noir, not only did they use that character, Spider-Man Noir, but then they also called him Ben Reilly. So by default, they use that character. So a lot of times these movies are coming out and they may not make a lot of money. They might be considered flops. But in this world of trademarks and licensing, that's not the priority. Let's say they lost, what, 10 million, 100 million? That was the price they paid to maintain the rights to those characters. So if Supergirl didn't turn out great, it's not the end of the world because they had to do it or lose it. Maybe the people who own DC aren't in the same situation as Sony. I tell you the truth, I don't know. But it is sad that the James Gunn world is not, sorry, I'm going fast around the corner. It's not kicking off with a bang like everyone. We all want them to be successful, Lobo, everybody was excited for him, and now was it miscasting? Was Supergirl miscast? Does everybody just want a busty, cute girl instead of the drunk little snaggletooth girl? I don't know what to call her. Some people were complaining that she wasn't pretty enough. I didn't see the movie, so I don't know if her acting was good or bad. I don't know if the storyline was good or bad. I know that James Gunn tries to make everything campy, and you can only endure so many times the James Gunn Guardians movies. So I heard that there's going to be a new a new Guardian movie, but it's going to be much more serious, not as campy. And then they made all the Thor movies campy, and even William Hemsworth said he wanted to do a Thor, but he wanted to do it more serious and not so campy and goofy. So maybe that's a theme. Maybe the silly, campy, goofy stuff needs to go away, and we need to play towards adult tastes. But they're also trying to attract new generations of kids. So maybe you do the comic books for the younger people, cartoons, I mean. And anyways, probably rattle on too much. I liked it. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it. Don't believe the hype on all the negative publicity. Happy trails, guys. Bye-bye.